You're watching the first 2 days of our trip to Iceland that we did in September of 2024. This was a 2-week trip and we stayed in different Airbnb cabins instead of camping. We had a great time and want to go back again someday. This is our little car behind us. It's a Hyundai i10, and to give you a sense of how small it is, let me show you the trunk. I have 2 bags with me. They both could be carry-ons. And I'm glad we're not trying to sleep in here because there's definitely not room for it. I just got here and picked this up and I didn't have to talk to anyone. I actually did a keyless check-in through like a little lockbox, and we rented this through Blue Car Rental. And they actually have some truck campers on this lot too, which would be really cool to try out someday. I think we do want to do another trip eventually in Iceland where we rent a camper van or some 4x4 thing and do more off-road exploring. But for this trip, we are just going to be staying at different Airbnbs. This is definitely a lot smaller than our truck back home, but it was the cheapest rental car option. I'm going to drive to Kate. She's currently at a hotel just a few minutes away, and see you in a few hours. At 8 a.m. we have reservations to go to Blue Lagoon, which is a hot spring that's very famous, probably like 30 minutes away from here. And now it's time to go get a few hours of sleep before we go to Blue Lagoon. Well, that was a quick almost nap. Kate, how are you doing? Are you excited for Blue Lagoon?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm also like way more awake than you.
This is the non-picturesque part of Blue Lagoon you never see on social media. And it's also super windy and freezing. It was a decent walk to here, but not too far. All these rocks are really cool. I don't really think we're allowed to film inside, or at least not the locker rooms, but we can use our phones once we're out here. Although I did forget a dry bag and the GoPro. Here's a cool aerial picture of the place. I don't know exactly which one we're in right now. Those are the locker rooms right there, and this is the regular door, or if you want to wade into the water, or I think this is really for winter. You can go through here and then go out that way and into the whole thing. This is how we went in before. We were already in for like an hour and a half or so, but I didn't bring my phone out. Ooh, you can really feel the wind.
Yeah, the door's kind of hard.
Yeah, it's heavy.
You almost have to do the whole loop. The bar is over there and the mud mask is over there. So the mud mask there.
It's like a little grotto.
And the bar is over there.
There's a lot of little bridges to go under. That's the main entrance. It's gotten a little bit busier. I'm crouching down. It's really not that deep right here, but it gets deeper as you go.
I stood up, so
I could tell. It is quite foggy today, but it's still really nice out here. The water is a little bit less than 100 degrees, or right about 100 degrees. They said it varies depending on the day and where you are in the pool. Kate's getting the silica mud mask.
does it look like I got it everywhere?
Yeah, it doesn't look too funny. How does it feel?
It kind of just feels like a regular face mask, but I almost feel like it is starting to stiffen already or something.
Yeah, it looks like it. This is really sticky. It's like Play-Doh. I do really like it here. It is very pretty, but I still feel like I like Cottonwood Hot Springs in Colorado. It's my favorite one. It got a lot busier and a lot foggier, and now we're heading over to the drink bar over that way.
Are you gonna get the smoothie?
Yeah, or like the raspberry wine thing.
Both those sound good.
Yeah. I got the green is good shake with bananas and other stuff. This has been fun. I think we're gonna hang out here for a few more hours, but I'm gonna go put the phone away soon just because it's so like foggy and misty out. I can see the cameras getting pretty fogged up. It's a little after 12 now and it's a lot busier, but the winds have died down and it's definitely warmer too. And we had a fun time, and we were probably in there for what, 4 hours? 4 hours or so, yeah.
There was a volcano eruption in the way we were gonna go towards our Airbnb, so we had to actually go up towards Reykjavik So because we were doing that, we decided to stop and look in some stores, but first we're getting lunch.
I got a plate with lamb, and what did you get?
I got a chicken shawarma wrap.
It looks good. And now we drove downtown a little further, and we're just walking around the little main streets down here. This isn't what I was expecting. I like it. It's not as big as I was expecting. We had a good time walking around. I tried on some sweaters. I think we're gonna go back and get one. But Kate's taking out her contacts, and we need to put more time on the meter. I like both of these, but I can't decide which one. I kind of think I like this one better, but not sure. This is the famous Rainbow Street. We saw it on Google earlier. I would say this has been a pretty nice downtown area, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would. I think it's really cute.
Yeah, and there's not too much car traffic either, especially not on this road. We now walk down the street a little bit, and they've got some cool little fall shops out. Well, that was fun. Somehow it's now 5 o'clock, and we are going to be heading an hour and 20 minutes to the west towards our Airbnb. But first we have to go grocery shopping and stop at this hot dog shack for dinner. Right down here on the right. We're just getting 2 hot dogs with everything, and they make them with lamb here. And I don't remember the last time I've been through a drive-thru. Well, the hot dogs were fine. We didn't film them, but they were just basic hot dogs. But it does say world's most famous Icelandic hot dog. I like the pig as their logo. It's kind of funny. We don't have much room in our little fridge that we have, but we are still getting a handful of stuff. Grocery shopping wasn't too bad. We got enough stuff for the next 4 days or so, or at least for a little bit. And I really like this truck camper. It had a camper for rental, so this is one you can rent.
We have about 30 minutes left until we get to our Airbnb now.
We just pulled in. I think this is like the main house or houses over here. But to get to our little cabin and the other little cabin, we head down this road, we think. Coming up on the little cabins right now, so we're like behind them. So this is it right here. We're at cabin 2, and that's the little shared bathroom house, and it doesn't look like there's anyone else at any of the other cabins. And I was wrong about the main house. Once I back up over here, you'll be able to see that this is actually like the house that we think goes along with these cabins. I'm the only one I've seen all day wearing shorts, even though it's really not that cold. I bet if we had a good sunset, we'd had a good view, but we're a little past that now. But we're here for 5 nights in total, and this is just a nice basic cabin. Looks like there's a wall electric heater right there, and there's another portable heater right here. It looks pretty good. It's basic, but it's nice. And I like how they have blinds on all the windows. So there's our cabin right here, and this is the kitchen and bathroom building. And Kate's gonna give you a little tour.
There's a fridge and a microwave and a little cooktop, a table. Over here's the bathroom. And it looks like there's a shower and a toilet and a sink. And I thought this was gonna be it, but there's more around the corner. It looks like there's another little kitchen area, and there's a washer and a dryer, which I'm excited about because I need to do laundry.
I don't think we knew about the washer and dryer in the listing, and I guess I didn't realize that there was also a second shower and bathroom over here, and it's very warm in here.
This is great.
Here's the rest of our dinner, some blueberries and some salami pieces. It's cool that they've got a world map on this wall. We are from northern New York, which is what, let's say right here. Last September, we went to Canada, Banff National Park over in this area. And this is Iceland right over here. We showered and we've been hanging out. It was really nice. We both had hot water at the same time. and the neighbor across the street pulled in just recently. And our little app for the Northern Lights viewing percentage says it's at 11% and it's going to keep going up throughout the night. So maybe we'll see the Northern Lights, and if not, I'll see you tomorrow or on the next video. Good morning. As you can see, it's very sunny out today, and we did not see any Northern Lights last night. I'm currently in the little kitchen building. Kate's brushing her teeth. It's about 11:30, and I slept for like 10.5 hours last night, and we're about to make sandwiches and then go out for the day and see some different waterfalls and hopefully some other cool stuff too. We're having some salami and Gouda sandwiches for lunch with some cottage cheese, and I found this caviar in the shared fridge, and I think I'm going to add that to my sandwich. Looks not the color I was expecting. After this, we're going to go see some different waterfalls, and I think drive to the east. And tomorrow we're going to go to the black sand beach near, what is it, Vic? I think the local town is Vic, and see the attractions near there. I do like the caviar, it's pretty good.
Does it have a distinct taste?
Mm-hmm.
What does it taste like?
Fish.
Okay.
We're just heading out now. I had to go back in for the tripod. I almost forgot it.
There's a waterfall right over there, and I think that's where we're going. I believe it's called Solheimajokull waterfall. I'm probably not saying it right, though.
What do you think? It looks really pretty from here, but I bet if we like get really close to it, we'll get wet.
I bet we will. It looks like the water's really splashing.
Looks like everyone that walks behind the waterfall gets extremely wet. You can see these people over here if I zoom in. They've got their ponchos on. So I don't think we're gonna do that. It's a really good view from here. But we are gonna head down towards these other waterfalls too. We just got a couple nice photos, and we've already seen 2 drones, even though you're really not supposed to be using drones here. Here's another waterfall. I like how there's water shooting up right here. What do you think, Kate? You want to go in the little cave?
Here, I'll take a little peek.
I don't really think it goes in very far. This is it. It looks like maybe there used to be a waterfall here, but not anymore. You can see it's kind of like curved out. We're now at the end of the little pathway, and there's a line to go into this little crack so you can get a good view of the waterfall above up there. Now we are headed out to another waterfall that's like 25 minutes away. Do your sheep impression, Kate. Here we are, we just got here, Skogafoss, and you can kind of see it right through this car. And it's no longer sunny out, so I think I'm going to put another layer on. This parking lot is even busier than the last one, but it was free to park here, and I think it cost us $7 at the last parking lot. This is pretty cool. It looks like you can get as close as you want, or at least pretty close to where you get wet. And I think once we put this tripod back in the car, we're gonna do the walk up to that viewpoint up there. This is our first time walking on the black sand. This is really pretty. I'm gonna have to set up the tripod here to take our photo, and you can see we're already getting some droplets of water on your coat even from here. It is super pretty here. I just got some good photos. We decided since it's almost 4 o'clock, we're not going to do this walk up here, and we are just going to go on to the next activity. I learned in the bathroom that this area is also a campsite for campers, and it costs $22 a night. So that'd be pretty neat to stay near here. And the next thing we're doing today is going to some glacier nearby called the Solheimajokull Glacier, and we're only 15 minutes away. And now we are at the start of the glacier. You can go in here and pay for a little guided thing where you can walk out on the ice. But we're just going to go to the start of it, which is down this way. You can kind of see it off to the distance. In front of us, it looks like a little guided trip. We did something like that when we were in Banff, Canada last year. We went on to the Athabasca Glacier with a walking tour, and they gave us little microspike things for our feet. You can see the ice up ahead now, and if you look down here, I think we're going to walk down here later, but you can actually see a group of people kayaking, and I wonder if they have to wear dry suits or not. We've probably only been walking for like 5 or 10 minutes, but this is as far as we can go without a guide. I guess we could go, but it's recommended that you have the proper gear, and they do recommend a tour. We decided we're gonna walk around to the left where we saw those people kayaking. It really would be cool to go with a group and go up there, but it seems like it's gonna be pretty foggy and not the best view even when we're up there. When we went to Banff last September and went on the glacier, we had perfect sunny views, and I'll actually put in a couple video clips of that just so you can see what it's like to be on a glacier and how nice it was that day.
Happened here, it's kind of leaning out, but it is the same crevasse along here, and you can see the one to your side. It's all part of the same complex.
This was really cool. We went almost as far as the trucks over there, and we just stopped and took some photos, and you really can't get a bad angle. It's really pretty all around. So how'd you like it? What did you think?
I thought this was awesome, and I didn't even have this place on my radar, but I read about it in our Iceland book that I have in the car with us.
Yeah, that book has been really helpful to find out different things, especially when we've been in the car, because we don't have the best service here. We're heading back to our Airbnb now, and then we're going to be making some dinner. We were thinking about going to the town of Vik and Black Sand Beach tonight, and that's another 30 minutes west, but we decided we're going to do that tomorrow morning instead. And I'll see you when we get back to the Airbnb. We just got back. It's a beautiful night over here. It's perfectly sunny over in this area, and it's a little after 6, and now we're gonna go make dinner, and Kate is already over there. It looks like some other renters just got here. Other people checked out last night, we think, from the other cabin, and tonight we're having some ground pork with some salad, and we might make pasta, but we're not sure yet. And we did try to use this propane cooktop out here, but I couldn't get it to work, and I think the tank is empty. The ground pork is done. We did add some seasoning, and we're just making the rest of our salad stuff. And now all the cabins are full. I'd say the salad and bread look pretty good to me. Yeah, the cheese is good. It's all good.
Have a good night.
Oh, food bomb. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, have a nice dinner.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good
Yeah.
night.
We're just catching it. This is an awesome sunset. It's really pretty. The other guests came in when we were making dinner. We saw them. They were making dinner in there. They're from Germany. I believe these people are from the US somewhere. And then this lady, I don't know if she's with someone or if she's by herself, but she's from Munich, Germany. Our dinner was really good. It was nice chatting with those people. We're just going to be hanging out in here, taking showers, doing some laundry. And tomorrow, getting an early morning start, heading towards Vik and seeing the sights over there. So that's it for now, and we'll see you on the next day of our trip.